Now it says here, Life Among the Texas Indians, the WPA Narratives, from this book right here, as you can see. All right, so it says in this part right here, this book, it says on August 2nd, 1937, there was a human skeleton discovered deposited in a crevice of limestone rock in Atoka County. This location being within the boundary of the hunting grounds in which the Comanche Indians were permitted to use as their hunting grounds for 90 days. At that time, permission was given. A band of Creek Indians was hunting in different locations in Pittsburgh County without permission, which caused some trouble between the Choctaw and Creek Indians. In all probability, the Comanche Indians at their usual hunting season camped at this particular place. The human skull and skeleton shows that probably he was a Negro Indian type. He was probably a Negro Indian type and indicated that he was shot with a bow and arrow, the arrowhead being the type that Comanches used. The point of the arrowhead entering the body extends into the backbone, and the point of the arrowhead still remains in the backbone of the skeleton. Beads and other ornaments found with the skeleton show the type that a Creek Negro Indian wore in those days. Again, a Negro Creek Indian, the type of clothes and the beads and the ornaments. All right, more correlation. This is from the Historical Collections of Georgia, containing the most interesting facts, says here. Historical Collections of Georgia. And this is Tustenugi Imathla. I hope I'm saying that right. A Creek warrior, and this is what he looks like. You see, do you remember who you are? You see this. So when we're talking about Indians, remember, we're talking about the copper-colored tribes of America. And let me just read the story here. It says here that he was a full-blooded Creek and was born on the Tallapoosa River about the year 1793. He was familiarly known by the name of Jim Boy, who was properly entitled to that which we have placed at the head of this article. Tustenuge, meaning warrior, and Emathla, which signifies next to the warrior. When the war broke out in 1811 between the Creeks and Americans, he was too young to wield the tomahawk, but was permitted to follow the warriors. When the Creeks became divided into two parties, one of whom was friendly to the Americans and the other hostile and unwilling to emigrate, Tustenugi Emathla attached himself to the former party. In the Florida War, he rendered important services. His family, consisting of a wife and 9 children, were among the unfortunate persons who were on board the steamboat Monmouth when that vessel sunk, and 236 of the Creeks, including 4 of the children of Tustenugi Emathla, were drowned. All right, so unfortunate, right? What happened? We're talking about 236 Creeks. Now, was this an accident or was this something somebody made happen? But we can never forget the ancestors, right? And these aren't Africans. He was not an African. Again, was a full-blooded Creek. What does full-blooded mean? It means both his parents are Creeks, not just his mom, not just his dad, both of them are Creeks. He's full-blooded Creek. This is what he looked like. All right? So the Creeks, most of them you can trace back, if you really go into the research, over to Mexico, along with the Muskogee speaking tribes of the South Confederate, the Creeks, you can trace them back to Michoacan, I believe, in Mexico. I'm in the book here from the Smithsonian Institution Bureau of American Ethnology, Bulletin 73. It says The Early History of the Creek Indians and Their Neighbors by John R. Swanson. All right.
This is a joint with no fibrin, and this is a joint with fibrin excess.
I had not moved my knee like that for a year. My knee had